who it is, what it is. It's your girl, Miss Monroe, and I'm dropping nothing but bangers. Boom! Now, before we get into this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get into this video. Okay, so as you guys can tell by the title, today in this video we're going to be talking about college tips, and this is a part of my Bossy College Lifestyle series. This is probably one of my I don't think it's my first video. It might be my second video. But if you don't know what Bossy College Lifestyle is, it's basically me talking to you guys about different things, all things college related. So we're going to get into these college tips. So I broke down my tips in 3 categories. So academic tips for college, financial tips, and then social tips. So I have a few for each of them. So we're going to start with academic, and then we're going to go to financial and then social. So this is also like the honest truth when I'm talking about college tips, because baby, I'm a college student right now, and I'm telling you guys, if I would have just known some of these things beforehand, I would have been, well, I'm already good, but I'm going to say things could have been a little bit more better. So I'm going to try to put you guys on the game. So for academic tips, first off, I just want to start with saying your grades are not your entire life. First off, you are in college to learn, right? You're in college to learn and to get your degree. Now, I'm not going to say be comfortable with getting F's and D's with your report card, but remember, C's do get degrees, and don't sweat it if you don't get a 4.0 every semester, because realistically, a 4.0 is very, 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 very hard to get, but don't sweat it if you don't. Like, I'm currently a RA right now, and I see a lot of freshmen because I live in a freshman hall, because that's what I'm the RA of. And basically, a lot of the students here, like, they stress out so much about just like wanting to get A's in like every class, but realistically, you're not going to get an A in every single class, and if you do, shout out to you. And that may be hard to hear, especially for the real scholarly people out there that went to high school and got straight A's. Trust me, I was one of those people. But it is not the end of your college career, and it is not the end of your life if you do not get all A's. So that's my first tip. My second tip is to meet with your advisors. Now, I don't know about every college. I don't know if they have this everywhere. But at my school, at Penn State, I have multiple advisors. I have my academic advisor for my actual degree. And then I have an advisor who's a multicultural advisor. I think there's other advisors as well, but those are the 2 main ones, at least it is for me. My multicultural advisor, he like listens to what it is that I want to do and kind of helps me to plan to try to like make educated and good thought out decisions. My academic advisor helps me with all things academic. So making sure that I graduate on time, making sure that I have everything that I need to graduate. So meet with your advisors, because it's a lot of people who don't necessarily meet with their advisors, and they start scheduling classes, and it's not necessarily classes that they need to take. When you're in school, yes, it's good to take a mix of classes that you like, but make sure it still goes with your degree, because you don't want to be in school and paying for classes longer than what you have to. So make sure you meet with your advisors, and even if it's just about like small stuff, if you have questions, make sure you ask them, because that's what they're there for. If you're thinking about changing your degree, you can speak to your advisor and say like, hey, what credits do I have that'll go over into this major? How much longer will it take me to complete that major? You know, like, so really utilize your advisors, because that's what they're there for. Find out what schools offer. So a lot of schools do this. A lot of people, when they go into school, they don't really like going thinking about stuff like this because you're just thinking, oh, I'm going to college to get my degree. A lot of colleges are starting to offer like integrated programs. So like maybe you know that you want to get your master's, but you want to get it at an affordable rate. Try going to a school that offers like integrated programs with getting your bachelor's and getting your master's at the same exact time. Like Penn State offers a bunch of those different programs. It's kind of like you start college, you do everything that you need to do, you apply in like your junior year, and then in your senior year like you start your master's program, and then you only have a year left to finish. So see what schools offer in that aspect. Also create schedules for studying. It is so hard to study in school, especially if you're away at college, because doing stuff at home and then doing stuff at college is very different because you don't have somebody like checking in on you, making sure that you're doing what you need to do. That is your job. So I highly recommend creating actual schedules to keep yourself organized and for studying. Like if you need to schedule in study time, make sure that you do that, and don't study with people who are friends because you guys will end up talking and you guys are not going to study. So that's what I'm going to just give you guys for academic tips. For financial tips, so my first thing, apply for scholarships. With schools, when you first apply and they give you financial aid packages, maybe a school that you really want to go to doesn't necessarily give you the best financial aid package, but you really want to go. I'm going to tell you right now, don't let that put you off, because a lot of these schools are charging $30,000 to $60,000 for tuition a year. With all that money circulating, these schools have money, and if you ask the schools for more money, they will give it to you. Now, every school is different, so you just have to figure out where the money is in the school that you're applying to. So like, for example, I go to a very big university. If I ask the university itself for more money, they're not going to give me money. But if I ask the college that I am within, they may be more generous because they also see like that I'm active and stuff like that. So they give me more money. So it's like, oh, I don't have that great of a financial aid package, but if I ask the school for money, they give me money. But there's also like other scholarship opportunities within all colleges. I'm pretty sure it should be within all colleges. Like maybe there's extracurricular activities that you do. They might have scholarships in organizations that you're a part of, or there might be scholarships within different departments of the college or university that you're attending. And there's also just outside scholarships in general. There's a bunch of scholarship websites that you can go to and just find a bunch of scholarships that are specific to you. Like there's FastWeb, I think there's one called Access Lex, it might be called something else. Scholarships.com. You can look up scholarships like for your city, somewhere that's local to you. I can do a whole nother video on scholarships because I could talk about scholarships for days. So if that's something that you guys want to see, comment that below in the comments. And also, if you're not subscribed right now, like, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's keep going. So, well, I kind of already covered this. I said ask your school for money. Ask your school for money because they have it. Other things financially, maybe you're trying to like figure out a way to kind of put money towards your tuition and to also have money. You could do work study. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. When you apply for your FAFSA, you have to put in there to be considered for work study. If you get considered for work study, you basically work. Some of the money goes towards your tuition, but then you also have an additional amount to go towards yourself. Like that's how university jobs typically work. Or there's other opportunities to like help make school more affordable, like being an RA. I'm currently a RA. It basically covers for like pays for housing and meal plan. So like I have a level 3 meal plan, which is the highest one you can get, completely free, housing completely free, and there's other perks to like also being a RA, because there's additional scholarships that you can apply for when you're actually an RA. So it opens up other doors. So like that's a job that may be helpful, you know, free housing, free food. Why not take that and not have to pay for it? And also just having side hustles on campus. Every campus has different needs. Like I personally go to a PWI, so there's a lot of needs at my school. Like, there's not many places where you can go to get your nails done for an affordable price. So many people started nail businesses. There's not many places you can go to get your hair done. Some people do hair in their dorms or in their apartments. I have my own business, so I have my business as my side hustle, plus I'm a tutor. So I tutor 4 times out of the week, and that's my personal side hustle. So yes, definitely having side hustles, because when you're a person like me who's very, very busy, you need to make your money on your own time and not have a set schedule. Like, I like to make my own schedule because I'm so busy. Now, we're going to get into social tips. So, for social, the first thing that I have here is be careful who you call your friends. You are in college. You are in college. Now, I know what they tell you, oh, when you go to college, that's where you meet your forever friends. That's where you meet the people that's going to be in your life forever. No, it is the same thing as high school. And I'll be honest, like, you might just be in a new, like, network of people, and you guys are there to all get a degree. But everybody is not always there for the same purpose as you. I'm here to network, get my degree, do everything that I need to fulfill what it is that I want to pursue in life. But some people really just come here to party. Some people just come here to drink. So be careful who you call your friends, because sometimes people see that you're doing better than them and they'll try to do stuff to bring you down. So be careful who you call your friends. Don't mess around with everybody. I don't know if y'all going to a big school or a little school, but every school has communities, smaller cliques, you know, people that talk about each other. So don't go around trying to talk to everybody, mess with everybody, because you don't want to create a negative name for yourself on your campus where everybody's talking about you like, oh, you heard about her or him, he was with her, he was with her, he did this, he did that. You don't want to be in everybody's conversations, so don't mess with everybody and be low-key about your business. So yeah. Also, be active and get involved. Now, I know I just told y'all don't be in everybody's face, but you're in school, so think strategically. Be active in the organizations that interest you. Get involved on campus, because it just opens up for a lot of opportunities. You never know who you're going to meet. Even though, like I said, in college you meet a lot of really messy people, in college you also meet a lot of people that are going to be beneficial to your future. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of people in college that you're going to meet that could be beneficial for your future. Like, you never know who you're going to meet, what they're going to grow up to do, what connections they have, what people they know. So that's just one way that you're going to gain connections from being a part of organizations on your campus. Or when you're a part of organizations, that also opens up the door for other opportunities. Like, sometimes staff members and faculty, they see somebody doing a lot on campus, they do things to acknowledge them, you get invited to be in a inner circle within your university, and that might be you. So I highly recommend getting active and involved on your campus. And my last tip is to prioritize yourself. Yes, it's cool to have friends. Yes, it's good to do what you need to do for school, but you are a person first and a student second. So prioritize yourself. For me personally, I take myself on solo dates once a week, and I just do a nice like self-care day for myself. Now, the frequency in which you do that is up to you. But make sure that you prioritize yourself, because when you're at school, you're with a whole different crowd. If you're going to school outside of your city, you're going to be around different people. You're not going to be around people that you might be comfortable with at home. So you need to prioritize yourself and just making sure that your mental health is good before anything else. So yes, those are my tips for college. So yes, let me know in the comments which tip I guess resonates with you the most. Yeah, or if there's something that you want me to expand on or make another video about, leave that below in the comments. So yeah. Thank you guys for tuning into my video. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah!